I think you will he perform when he has money right in front of him? In front of that boy. Right in front of him. I just tap his shoulder so I know that he is touchable. And then I turn him pre-can eating Lunchables. And as you know, it's unrefundable. When you should never feel uncomfortable. Will he perform when he has money right in front of him? Will he perform when he has money right in front of him?
Toronto game, I remember going to all the Toronto games when she was a kid. Life is really good for him right now. He's in a good headspace coming in.
Aboard the Goat Boat, reaching level 30 will net you a unique pair of inline skates. And if you can get to level 40, you'll be the goat of the Goat Boat. Get ready to gloat with this all-new mascot.
Intimidate your opponents with a chest plate and anime-style hair as you head to the courts. Besides the fun new clothing items, all of the courts are redesigned with a brand new smart.
Also, new animations are waiting for you. Size up your opponent with Jason Tatum's signature style. Fire up Trae Young's spin jumper or create space with Michael Jordan's fadeaway. That's just a few. There are many more. Head over to the animations menu and check them out.
Plus, keep your competitive edge at level 39 with new core badge layouts. This is a perfect way to increase your ability in a key area of your playstyle.
And if you want to boost up your My Team, there are a number of prizes to earn throughout my career, including a Pink Diamond Series 2 player at level 34.
And for those leveling up in My Team, the level 40 reward there is a Dark Matter Hakeem Olajuwon. But we'll have more on that later. There's much more to see in Season 6 of NBA 2K23, and we look forward to seeing your best moments with the hashtag 2KTVWow on social media. Have a great time up there.
$100,000 VC is on the line this week as you vote for your top play of Season 5.
Yo, Jason, did you always know?
Wala kay Canales. Wala rin sa Akbang. Iwanang paksin na lang.
WNBA legend Sue Bird is one of our NBA 2K23 cover athletes, and you'll see her throughout Season 6.
So this week we're going to jump into our WNBA mode, the W.
And who better to join us than our reigning 2KTV award winner for the WMVP?
Let's go get some wins.
Today we have last year's 2KTV Awards winner for the WMVP, George P. Purdell, with us. How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
We're going to hop into the W to play a game with our very own Chris Manning and Brian Bamford-Tenney.
George, you were the MVP last year, taking home that 2KTV award.
I'm just really thankful for 2KTV giving me the opportunity.
And you know what? I have to ask, what do you like about 2K23's W mode? What are some of the things that you've really been excited to play and experience?
Some of the stuff that I like about the 2K23 mode is it's a lot easier to play with your friends in 2K23 than it was in 2K22 or even in 2K21. In 2K21, you can only keep solo. So that was one of the big differences. and it's a lot nicer to play with friends when you do it in 2K23.
Well, here.
And just about to get underway as the starting five have been announced. Sit tight. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning into 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the point. And for Oklahoma City, Williams is out there with Lou Dort. Then there's Shea Gilgeous. Then it's Williams. And it's Giddey in at the shooting guard. You know, as the regular season break winds down, you can feel things start to change around the league, can't you?
Well, yeah, I mean, some teams are getting totally in the zone for the playoffs, while other squads are using this time to plan for next year and try to figure out what went wrong.
It'll be the Thunder off the tip. Outside, Dort. Pass to Giddey. Outside, Dort. Shot clock at 2. High post shot. And that one hits back iron. And so Edwards will bring it up for the Timberwolves. The pass to Towns. He kicks it to McDaniels. Off target from three-point range. And it's Oklahoma City's ball. Now let's go to David Aldridge, who spoke with Mark Tagum. David?
Thanks, Kevin. I asked him which part of their offensive scheme they feel confident in, and he said, to no surprise, outside shooting. He told me our guys can flat out kill it from deep, so we're going to try to get that dialed up early on. We'll see, Kevin. Back to you.
All right, thank you, David. And something you always hear about Jaden McDaniels, Doris, is how effortless he makes the game look.
Kev, when I watch this guy play, I feel like he glides through an NBA game. There's a finesse that you don't necessarily see from players his size. He's a handful on the low block. This young man is brimming with potential.
He's off on the first. You know, one thing, Greg, the Thunder have done a great job of drafting international players.
Players like Serge Ibaka, Steven Adams in the past, a few good ones on this current roster as well. Credit the OKC scouts for just finding guys all over the world.
That's off as well, so he misses both.
Guys, you have to remember, when thinking and talking about the Minnesota Timberwolves, it's an organization that is still so young.
Now here's Giddey. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside, Dort. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play.
With repetition, you can see the court awareness of Shea Gilgeous-Alexander developing. This guy is going to be a problem as a passer.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Conley. Here's Towns. A three. Not going to go that time. And the Thunder going the other way now. You know, basketball historians will remember that the Minneapolis Lakers, Doris, won 5 titles before relocating to Los Angeles in 1960.
And I think the current crop of T-Wolves fans, Kevin, see this as a completely different franchise from that historic team. In their minds, they haven't won a championship yet, and that fact should really motivate this current roster to get one for this group.
The Thunder have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Giddey, no good.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
The feed to Conley. To the inside, McDaniel. And finished by McDaniel.
Well, if you... It's his feel for the game. That's a pretty pass.
Dort finds Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander against Conley. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Well, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander shows you he's not afraid to draw contact. Now gets to the free throw line.
And Greg Anthony for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Part of a growing trend in this NBA, giving his team length in the backcourt.
Yes, 6'6" with a 6'11" wingspan. He can see over the top of the defense. He helps you on the glass, and he can switch onto front court players defensively. That's what teams are looking for nowadays. And you know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's rise to NBA stardom was meteoric.
Well, for me, GA, the more responsibility this guy seems to be given, the better he gets. He's improved every year, and at this point in Shai's career, it looks like his ceiling could be very, very high. Boy, Rudy Gobert, usually the recipient of that kind of pass. That was nicely done, Rudy.
Shot from 12 in Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
That's not coming with the right mentality. The defender neither closes the space nor challenges the shot. That's frustrating as a coach, boy.
Here's Gobert after the made shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Towns against Williams. Now here's Giddey. Tight defense on him. Rebound, Minnesota.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Conley gets the bucket.
Well, unselfish play by Anthony Edwards. Teammate is wide open. He puts it right where it needs to be.
And first time of the game called for Oklahoma City. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
Well, they came into that game looking to be physical, looking to control the boards, and they succeeded.
That control of the boards, I felt, fed their offense. There were a ton of second chances, a lot of confidence their bigs could dominate the glass.
And the Thunder going with a whole new group out there. Some changes for Minnesota. We've got 1:48 left to play in the first quarter. Oklahoma City moving it around. Here's Mann. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. During the last decade, from 2010 on, Doris, the Thunder had the second most wins in the NBA.
It's mind-boggling to consider that. That was clearly during the Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, and James Harden era. The Spurs had the most in that time frame. What that can tell you, though, is small market teams can win in the NBA.
And the first one drops.
And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot riding on it.
Both shots good from the strike. 1:36 left here in the opening quarter. Prince outside. Pass to Anderson. Now Prince. The 3. Here's Reed. Saric grabs the board. The Thunder leading by 3. Higgins outside. Pass to Joe. And Saric takes to Wiggins. Good D by Anderson. The Timberwolves have gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. Here's Noel. The teardrop falls in.
When you watch Taurean Prince play, you know it's about team. This guy finds the open man and loves delivering it.
Passes it to Joe. Here's Mann. Now the pass to Wiggins. Here's Pokusevski. He's covered by Anderson. Shot clock at 5. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Here's Mann. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Minnesota's gone just 1 of 4 from 3-point range here in the first. Here's Noel. Pass to Reed. Over Saric. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Thunder lead by 1. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And for the Thunder guys, what stands out to you so far?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
They have done a tremendous job of drawing contact and putting officials in a place where they simply have to make the call.
And doors for teams trying to establish culture and institutional values. What makes that possible? How does that work?
I think that begins from ownership through the front office and then down to the coaching staff and then finally to the players. But Kevin, we know this. It can't be just talk. Show me, don't tell me. You have to be accountable to your teammates and to the organization.
So on the floor for Minnesota, underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the 1 spot. McDaniels passes to Towns. Now here's McDaniel. Giddy defending. Shot clock at 3. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Pass to Robinson Earl. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander over Conley. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. And
putting up about 12 points a game, 6 assists and 2 rebounds. And with his great passing, he's been a catalyst for their offense. We've seen plays even before they materialize.
There's no doubt about that. Great anticipation, excellent peripheral vision. His talents are really shining through.
The first free throw is good. Both good from the line that time. It's Conley with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They trail by 1. Now here's McDaniel, defended by Dort. To the right wing, lets it go from deep. Here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
Dominant on the boards. Karl-Anthony Towns knows I can get points on the board by getting to the offensive glass.
Outside, Dort, Giddy, no one around him. Oklahoma City gets a new shot clock. Here's Robinson Earl. Defended by Gobert. Clock at 4. Here's Giddey. Minnesota with the rebound.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Oh, here's Edwards. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's McDaniels. That shot is off. And the Thunder going the other way now. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks a lot, guys. Josh Giddey has been attracting admirers, including LeBron James. King said he's really, really good. He has a great pace about the game, great vision. Josh is one of those kids who can definitely see the game a lot quicker than most guys out on the floor. And he's showing it. He's just been playing beautiful basketball. Kevin, that's high praise.
It is both amazing passes. David, thank you. This team is credited Giddey's background for shaping him as a player.
You know, he grew up in a house dominated by basketball. Both his parents played professionally in Australia, and that goes a long way toward developing your basketball IQ.
To the right side. Back to Conley. Edwards with it. Passes to McDaniels. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And now let's find out which teams excel from the free throw line in the season's second half. The Thunder in 4th.
They are really dialed in at the line, especially since the break. I mean, really shooting an impressive percentage from the line.
Now for Minnesota. Reed, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Kyle Anderson comes in for Towns. Austin Rivers, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's Noel in for Mike Conley. And McDaniels drops them both. For Oklahoma City, they've gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. There's the pass to Williams. Wiggins surveying the floor. Man, that ball's nice feed that time from Wiggins. And the Thunder lead by 1. 6 changes of the lead here.
And both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
Austin Rivers. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And the free throws have been dropping for him at a rate of about 77% on the season.
Checked in for Minnesota. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And there's a minute 45 left to play here in the second quarter. Higgins outside. Right wing. Here's Mann. 6 to shoot. Here's Joe. No good on the 3. Minnesota's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. 1:15 left in the first half. Here's Prince. Uses the glass to finish the way. Prince has got the lead up to 3 now for the Timberwolves.
Boy, gets the bucket through the contact. Taurean Prince, he earned every bit of that one.
Joe passes to Williams. On the way, Wiggins, headed by Prince. Here's Sharch. A rebound by the Timberwolves. This one's for three, and that's Prince. That time on the assist by Anderson. Now it's a 6-point Timberwolves lead. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Williams scanning the floor. Here's Mann. No good again that time.
Well, they are daring him to miss, and he obliges.
Here's Rivers. Thunder with the rebound. Williams has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Reed with the rebound. Reeves got 4 rebounds now tonight. Anderson passes to Noel. And that concludes the first half. The Timberwolves on top. They're up by 6. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Carl, you guys have built a lead. What is the key to maintaining or increasing it going it forward?
I mean, don't change what we're doing. Just stay together, keep passing the ball, keep playing great defense, and just keep making them think and make decisions, especially the difficult ones.
You had the advantage in the first half. Let's see if you can keep that advantage in the second half. Thanks for your time, man. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. It was a closely contested first quarter for Minnesota. Some good action during the period, as it was just a 1-point game at the end of one. They took control in the second quarter, ending the half up by 6. And Kenny, what did you see out there from the Timberwolves?
Great work on the glass offense. They're hustling, showing more desire than boxing out. That's what they have to do. That's the recipe for success.
And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Thunder.
Ernie, they're taking way too many threes. The offense has no rhythm. They need to go back to the drawing board. Maybe try to get a little bit more transition, more anything other than shooting that three. It's not going.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side.
We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Timberwolves leading by 6. We've got Williams, Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Josh Giddey. Then it's Lou Dort, and it's Williams at the power forward. It's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Gobert finds Conley. They get the rebound. Nice shot by Gobert. Gobert's got the first basket of the third quarter for the Timberwolves.
And they continue to control the glass.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder.
And there's a record Rudy Gobert set without much fanfare a few years ago. Most dunks in an NBA season.
That's exactly right, GA. That was back in the 2018-19 season. He threw it down 306 times. Certainly makes sense for a guy who's got that kind of length, athleticism, and the guy who spends so much time right around the cup.
The Thunder shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. And the first one at the line is good. And both free throws good for Williams. Timberwolves leading by 6. Outside Edwards. Back to Conley. Pass to Towns. And here is McDaniel. Towns up top. He's guarded by Williams. And yes, it's good. Conley's got the lead up to 8 now.
This is where Cat can manufacture additional points for his team. Defense focused and locked in on him. Find a teammate.
Now, Giddy. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Conley against Gilgeous-Alexander. Conley kicks to Edwards. Takes possession. Now let's take a moment to check out the steals numbers. Fourth, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
And he's been a rock for them defensively. Just so many steals for him this year, and so many of them have been in key moments for his team.
Just over a minute and a half.
So there's a level of aggressiveness that you must contend with Gilgeous-Alexander on the offensive end. You'd love to see him force the issue.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
Wait lang. Yung medical game guys, di ba? Di ako sa gym pa-medical. Bakit yung dati mo student ka lang? No, sa 19 pa to.
That free throw missing.
I think what you love about Shea Gilgeous-Alexander is the size, athleticism, and instincts he brings to the position. This guy has the whole package.
And the Thunder making a change here. Okashevsky's checked in. He hits the second from the line. Timberwolves leading by 7. Outside Edwards. Back to Conley. The dish to Gobert. Kicks it to Towns. Outside Edwards. Shot clock at 6. Here's McDaniels. Here's Gobert. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Boy, wreaking havoc with his size down there. The stifle tower, Rudy Gobert, assertive, my goodness.
The Timberwolves shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
First one falls for him.
What you love about Rudy Gobert is he understands his strengths and where he can impact the game. That is primarily on the defensive end, but also as a screen setter offensively.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. Thunder trailing by 8. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and the layup's good off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 8 points.
Because of his length, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander has no issues operating near the cup.
This is it to McDaniels. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And Karl Anthony Towns said he believes that he is the greatest big man shooter of all time. What do you think?
Well, Kev, I think a guy by the name of Dirk Nowitzki might have a thing or two to say about it, but I love Karl Anthony Towns' attitude. You have got to believe in your skills if you're going to have the kind of success that Cat has had in this league, and we know he is lethal from deep.
First free throw is good.
Karl Anthony Towns, one of those 5 men that you can play in a big lineup, you can play in a small lineup. Because of the diversity of his offensive game, you can mix his spots on the floor. So important.
And And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Thunder trailing by 8. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Giddey. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Pokusevski. That one doesn't go. Gobert with the defensive effort. Down low and stolen by Giddey. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. A three-pointer off the mark. Minnesota leading by 8. Now here's McDaniel. He's got 9. Pass to Gobert. Gobert's got a second bucket of the night.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Time call here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy, to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Checked in for Oklahoma City. Minnesota also making some changes. Reed, he's checked in for Towns. Kyle Anderson comes in for McDaniel. And it's Noel in for Mike Conley. Now here's Giddey. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Noel, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And now it's a 12-point Timberwolves lead.
And there isn't a lot that they're doing well right now defensively. They just seem to be disconnected defensively in the second.
On the wing, Giddey. Edwards defending. And Giddey gets it to go.
Well, you get a sense of why people are so excited about the well-rounded game of Josh Giddey. Good from the mid-range there.
Anderson passes to Edwards. Here's Noel. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on charge.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Minnesota.
You love how they've lived in the paint.